50 builds total for the two of them, but good pressure now coming out, and might have been a little bit of a miscommunication there because it looked like they had pressure, but opting for the rift.
Or, no, there were 3 players there. I think someone else used that rift, and they may have gotten sucked into that.
Gotcha. Okay, but now inside the top 15, so 3 placement points plus their elims. Looking now for top 10 as the next threshold. You can see the format there in the top right, but Tfue looking for a spot to set his feet and begin fighting again.
Yeah, if he's going to be able to get into a fight. We've been on board with Tfue for a little while now, and he hasn't really had much of an opportunity to engage with anybody. And he's looking, he does see an opportunity now. He's going to throw down some damage, and that was some blue damage onto that player. And cracks the baller, trying to make him pay. That player is going to go low. Cloak, he's getting pressured too. That was the player that he was shooting at earlier.
He only has 7 builds, so he needs to be careful when he opts to use them here. Does work his way around the side of the mountain.
Goes in for the attack.
Perfect tilt. Can he get back to Cloaksy and help him? Shot does not quite look like it connects. Now Aspect picks up the conversions onto Masaurus and perfect tilt almost into the top 10. Cloaksy still in the server as well, sitting on 75 effective HP. Tfue sees this guy right there, gets the edit, needs to work his way back in, trying to pair up with Cloaksy, and now we get to reset for a second as we're into the top 10. 11 points so far for the FaZe duo. Make it 12 as Divinity goes down, and Tfue trying to line up the next shot, and he is just doing work on this mid ground.
I had mentioned before that Tfue really didn't get into a lot of fights. Well, he's been in plenty of fights, but Cloaksy is going to go down. Can Tfue bring this one back for his squad? He's going to get trapped on the mountain, player right in front of him. Can he stay alive? He's getting shot at, but it's going to be TJ who picks him up. He got pinned literally between a rock and a hard place and could not get out of that one. Prestivant, MioJ, they're going to be up in the high ground here, but you see the bodies beginning to drop. There's so many players here that are having to deal with Old Man Mountain Sundown, and we already know that Old Man Mountain will always collect his toll, and that is exactly what's happening here. Only a few more players are going to remain. Tezza's going to be right outside. Goodbye, Tezza, and it's going to go down to MioJ and Prestivant.
Yeah.
Both duo against these two guys. Can they do it?
Keep an eye on Tektra and Eclipse. Tektra in your bottom right-hand corner already has 6 elims. They're very aggressive. We've seen them clutch out in this situation, and what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to bait Prestivant and MioJ into thinking they're ramping one way so they can then commit to another side and find a shot. But now that they've waited out the ultimate part of the cliff, they're able to start sliding down, but they need to be careful because MioJ and Prestivant are going to be able to take shots. MioJ starting to pressure down.
Oh, MioJ goes down! MioJ goes down! Prestivant's going to be all the way up in the high ground, and he waterfalls. But as it currently stands, as far as health is concerned, Eclipse should be able to win this. Tetra just trying to put the pressure, and he's going to go down, and victory royale for the Bolt duo. Tetra and Eclipse, they managed to shut down the player up in the...
I'll explain later after cast. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. So what should I call them? Just dubs?
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, cool. Love that.
His teammate Zombie down below dropping in the redeploy. Looked like the last charge of the redeploy gets caught off guard by a shotty blast there. Architect just underneath. Multiple players trying to crawl their way into the zone from the outside as everyone is maintaining forward movement with this rotation.
Sugar Daddy Will. 2 elims so far, making 3.
1 HP down, potentially 1 HP goes down there to Sugar Daddy Will. Another elimination.
Another one now onto Zombie as they build back up. Zone slowly inching on forward on our 8th of 9 zones, getting back up to over 100 builds possible. And now the legendary RPG in hand. This duo, while they are on kind of the low ground of this whole build, still in a potential spot to win this. And whoa, wait, launch pad place. Will they drop it on down? Doesn't appear so as of yet. It's another elim that just came in as well. Now 7 eliminations. They're also top 5 in this game. Does he hit the pump shot? It does appear so. The spray comes in. Went down to 8 health, but gets a 50 HP on a limb. And now the build out begins. Ailey's all the way up top. Envy Soul, 1 layer above. And then the duo is playing the low ground this game. Kind of a little bit more rare of a situation to see. Ailey's has to watch out for how high up he is. Expected to maybe drop down 1 level as Kenshi also now at a 1 versus 2. I think Ailey's best chance here is to potentially get involved while the rest of these players are fighting.
Those campfires going to come in clutch here, pushing himself back up to 100. It's not fast enough, though. A rocket from underneath drops him down, takes both campfires out. Only 52 HP. Didn't get a whole ton out of it. Maybe enough to make a difference, but we'll have to see here in just a second. Will, Kenshi all the way down below. Envy Soul fighting his way in, getting shot from above and potentially battling below. Gets the shot on Will, which is a knock. That's 3 solos at this point. Kenshi goes down to 1v1. Ailey's at the top down on Envy Soul. Building out from underneath, looking for every opportunity to peek. Drops Ailey's down with the rocket, trying to bring him down to his height. Doesn't want to give him too much time up above. There we go. Falls in, and Ailey's goes down. Envy Soul with the shot there at the last second, and 4 eliminations and a victory royale.
Envy Soul, 0 limbs basically up to that point.
Out over all the action down below, but as you can see, there's a bunch of other players that did the same thing.
Hawkers had a minigun out. I wonder if Hawkers maybe managed to snag or do some damage to a few of them.
He definitely scared them. All right, when you hear a minigun spin up, that's not where you want to be. You need to leave immediately. I'm curious to see if Keo can find.
Oh no! Oh,
okay, listen.
Okay, it's okay. Reset again. A lot of things are just not going in their favor, right? Hitting themselves with a boom, bow, getting the sinkers, but it's all good. We're picking up the downs, right? Get those eliminations. Get back into this game. They still have the high ground. Zeke, things are working out for them. But when you're in these moments, this is where you got to calm the nerves. And I know that may just seem easy for me to say as simply a commentator, but you have to. Because think about it like this. In these moments here, these are going to be the moments that you will be playing in New York City if you make it to the Fortnite World Cup final. There's going to be a crowd there screaming, going crazy, cheering on you at those moments. You have to just calm it down and play your game in those moments.
That's right, man. Everyone else as well in the lobby is very great.
There you go.
You have to respect them. A very great 170 to the dome. Now, keep in mind, Hawkers is dangerously low. If that storm wall touches him, he will be going down. He needs to find something. It is a 2v1v1 right now.
They got the,
Oh, God. That's so crucial right now. Okay, so keep in mind, they're ticking up, but they're moving away from that campfire. He's only going to have so
nice.
Oh, my God!
The boom bow.
Okay, he's good. You know, everything's okay. It's a 2v1. He cracks himself.
It's okay.
You know, you got to be careful, friend. You have to be careful.
They will be able to outlive Skies, though. Skies is going to be all the way down low, the ultimate low ground you could possibly have here, and he's going to be funneled with shots, lasered with that boom bow, potentially taking the splash damage from that, or maybe even the minigun. But they're going to own this. Hawkers waiting for the opportunity to strike.
Did it again. He cracked himself. He's only hurting himself the more he misses these shots.
They threw down the trap. There you go. The connection comes in. He put I think that was his own trap for the defense, but wow.
Is much lower. So it's the lesser of 2 evils. You go up top, you float around, hope that really no one gives you the time of day to look up top, and instead everyone else just has absolute insanity break loose down low.
It's funny that Crippa and Boyer have landed now. Looks like they're not the top layer. Provoked. Majin have that top down on everyone.
Yep.
Ultimate high ground, but they're in a safe enough spot that they can just rotate in ahead of everybody. They don't have to worry too much.
Top 15.
Inkblide, Marwana with 3 eliminations between the 2 of them. Top 15, like you said, we have placement points coming out. The rocket from above doesn't take damage to it. Still at 150, but it was very, very close, Jack. Yep. Boxing is going to happen here. 105 builds. They're doing great on materials. Inkblide is honestly in one of the better spots from anybody we can see right now. The bottom section of your screen is very, very thick.
There's still so many players left in this one. Majin right now building on up, trying to match these players that are nearby. A nice 119 tag. This inventory stacked on up. Only 3 shotgun shells left. Might have to call for Provoked to drop some on the ground if possible. RPG now reloaded, and here comes the spray up top. They'll make sure they have cover from the low ground. And when you start to spray up top, it forces the players who are floating to try to glide on down quick. That's Boyer and Crippa, who use their second of the rifts. RPGs should begin to rain down low, but you know, at the same time, you think Majin probably knows, hey, I've only got 3 of these left. I want to make sure if I'm going to shoot these, I've got a high chance of getting a limb. Right now, with vision of nobody, doesn't feel the need to shoot them quite yet.
It feels safe enough at this point. They're not really getting challenged on the high ground, so you're not seeing pyramids come out, but an opportunity to save some builds. The branch they're on is...
It's a little bit high up, and it's not held up by much.
I was going to say, Provoked notices that as well, starts to drop in. Marwana ticking out there, outside. Boyer gets eliminated. That duo is out. Still a pair from E11. Stompy and his teammate are still in there. Lazy still alive. 8 players, 6 duos total, which means there's only 2 sets of 2. Maj and Provoked have the high ground on everybody, Jack. And the other duo, Low Ground Warriors, down there at the bottom. Every player that's in the middle, all 4 of them, they're all solos. And Incline pays the price, gets caught off guard there. 6 players left, Jack.
It's the 2 duos just like sandwiching everyone and eliminating them right now. But now, Atlantis and Fnatic wind up dropping on in. Provoked and Imagine go for it. The RPG hits both. Hawkers by themselves, and there's just no way. Majin, 3 elims in the final moment right there. It escalated so quickly, I wasn't even ready.